Sometimes you must be alone, not because you're weak, but because the world is too loud, because your soul needs silence. To breathe, this is your time. Not to run, not to beg, but to become strong in the silence. This is what the Stoics knew. This is how you heal, in silence. Open Book Chapter 1. The noise is not you. The world shouts. Do more, be more, show more. But the Stoics teach. Peace lives inside, not outside. When you feel tired, when your heart feels broken, don't run to noise. Sit, be still. That stillness is your teacher. Open Book Chapter 2. What happens when you are alone? When you're alone, your real voice comes out. You stop pretending. You stop rushing. Alone, you meet the real you. And sometimes, that's who you need to meet. In silence, you cry. In silence, you understand. In silence, you rise. Open Book Chapter 3. Marcus Aurelius chose solitude. He was an emperor. He had power, gold, armies. But still, he sat alone, with a pen, and his thoughts. Marcus wrote his pain. He listened to his soul. That's how he stayed wise. That's how he ruled with peace. Open Book Chapter 4. People leave. Let them. Not everyone will stay. Some will walk away. Some will not understand your silence. That's okay. You don't need everyone. You need you. Let people leave. Let peace stay. Open Book Chapter 5. Solitude is a mirror. Alone you see your scars, your fears, your mistakes. But you also see your light, your strength, your dreams. Solitude is not empty. It's full of truth. Open Book Chapter 6. The world wants your attention. Ads, noise, drama. Everything pulls you away from you. But if you close the door and sit in silence, you find power. Power the world can't give. Power it can't take. Open Book Chapter 7. When you stop chasing, you heal. Stop chasing people. Stop chasing likes. Stop chasing noise. Just breathe. Just be. That's how healing begins. Open Book Chapter 8. The Stoic path is quiet. Epictetus was a slave. Seneca lived under threat. Marcus was emperor. All found peace in silence. No matter your life, silence works. The Stoic path is not loud. It's deep. Open Book Chapter 9. Talk to yourself gently. In solitude, be kind to you. Don't yell at yourself. Don't shame your past. Say, I'm healing. I'm growing. I'm learning. That voice becomes your guide. That voice becomes your power. Open Book Chapter 10. Rise in silence. You don't need to announce your comeback. You don't need to prove your worth. Heal in silence. Train in silence. Grow in silence. Then one day, they'll see, and you won't need to say a word. You're not broken. You're becoming. Let the noise fade. Let the past go. Let silence heal you. You are not weak because you are alone. You are wise, just like the Stoics. You are learning to live again, in silence, in power, in peace. Open Book Chapter 11. Silence is a weapon. When they expect you to fight, choose silence. When they gossip, choose silence. When you're angry, choose silence. Because silence is not weakness. It is control. It is power. It protects your peace. Open Book Chapter 12. In solitude, you build discipline. When you're alone, you see your habits. You see how you waste time. You see how you run from pain. That's good, because now you can change. In silence, you build new habits. In solitude, you build discipline. Little by little, you grow. Open Book Chapter 13. The best conversations are with yourself. Talk to yourself. Ask, why am I sad? What do I truly want? What do I fear? The answers are not outside. They're inside you. And when you listen, you'll hear truth. Truth brings peace. Open Book Chapter 14. No one will save you. They may love you. They may care. But no one can walk your path. No one can fix your mind. You must save yourself. In silence. In patience. In strength. Open Book Chapter 15. What the world fears, Stoics embrace. Most people fear being alone. They think being alone means they're nothing. But Stoics, they run toward it. Because in solitude, they become sharp, clear, calm. That's the Stoic way. Open Book Chapter 16. Your energy is sacred. Not everyone deserves your time. Not every fight needs your voice. Your peace is too expensive. Be with those who protect it. And when no one's around, protect it yourself. With silence. Open Book Chapter 17. The comeback is quiet. You don't need to post it. You don't need to announce it. Just rise. Slowly. Silently. And one day, the world will see the difference. But you'll feel it first. Open Book Chapter 18. Use the pain. The heartbreak. The loss. The silence they left you in. Use it. Let it make you wiser. Let it open your heart. Let it teach you. Pain is not the end. It's the beginning. Open Book Chapter 19. Walk alone until you don't need anyone. Walk alone. Cry alone. Build alone. Not forever, but until you're strong enough. Strong enough to say, I don't need anyone to complete me. That's real freedom. Open Book Chapter 20. From broken to unbreakable. You were broken. Yes, but now you are healing. Each quiet day, each silent night, you're learning. And soon you'll be unbreakable because you healed in silence. Chapter 21. The power of being forgotten. Maybe they forgot you. Maybe they stopped calling. But that's not the end. That's the beginning. When you're forgotten, you remember yourself. And that's where true power lives. Open Book Chapter 22. Stop explaining yourself. You don't need to explain your silence. You don't need to prove your pain. The people who understand will stay. The ones who don't were never for you. Live, grow, heal. No explanation needed. Open Book Chapter 23. Give your soul time to catch up. You've been running, rushing, always trying. But now, be still. Your soul needs time to breathe, to rest, to catch up with your life. Silence is a medicine. Open Book Chapter 24. What you lose isn't always a loss. They left. You failed. The door closed. But maybe it had to. Some losses are silent gifts. Let go. Walk forward. There's something better ahead. Open Book Chapter 25. The strongest people don't show off. They don't scream. They don't post every move. They move in silence. They heal quietly. And when they speak, the world listens. That's Stoic power. Chapter 26. Alone doesn't mean empty. Just because no one is beside you doesn't mean you're empty. Look inside. You carry wisdom. You carry dreams. You carry light. You're not alone. You're becoming. Open Book Chapter 27. Protect your peace like a warrior. Guard your heart. Guard your mind. Not with anger, but with awareness. Let peace be your home. Anyone who threatens it doesn't belong in your space. Open Book Chapter 28. Stop pleasing everyone. You're not here to make everyone happy. That's how you lose yourself. Be kind. Be honest. But don't forget you. In silence, you remember what you truly want. Open Book Chapter 29. What grows in silence lasts forever. Love built in silence is real. Strength built in silence is deep. Wisdom built in silence is powerful. No one sees it growing, but it grows anyway, and it stays. Open Book Chapter 30. The season is yours. You've been through storms. You've been quiet. You've been alone. Now is your season. Not to be loud, but to rise. Calm, clear, strong. This is your season. And you earned it in silence.